Hi, it's Robin Sharma, author of The Leader Who Had No Title, founder of the Titan Academy, and I'm really delighted to welcome you to this mastery session. This episode is all about how you can recover from a fall. And it's really about a tool to help you do this, because philosophy without technology isn't really helpful to you. So I want to offer you a tactic that will help you maybe as you go through your day. Something doesn't quite work the way you want it to. You lose your focus, you lose your fire, you get discouraged, and this tool will help you get that fire as well as that focus back. But before I get into the actual tool, which is called the WTOH tool, I want to just talk about the opportunity that we all have every single day when we wake up and go out into the world. And the opportunity is simply this: we can show up as victims or we can show up as leaders. And if you've read my book, The Leader Who Had No Title, you know that you can show leadership without a position. You can show leadership even if you're not the boss. You can show leadership if you're a teacher or a taxi driver or a pizza maker or a firefighter or a poet, because leadership is much less a title and much more an approach to going through life. And so when you walk out in the world every day, I just want you to keep that in mind as much as possible. You can behave like a leader, which is assuming personal responsibility for your results, or you can be like a victim, which is something bad happens or something doesn't quite work out and you give away your power and you blame and you complain and you become toxic. And right now the world has far too many victims, people who are, rather than looking in the mirror saying, I have the power to change and I might not like where I'm at in my work right now or in my life or in my health or in my love or in my spirituality, but I have the power to change. Well, victims say, I might not be where I'm at in the world, but it's because of the world. It's because of my childhood. It's because of my husband, my wife, my boss, my team, my country, my economy. And so my loving encouragement to you is ask yourself right now, am I behaving like a victim? Maybe it's in your health life. Maybe it's with your finances, and a victim would be saying, I can't do this. That's what victims do. I can't do this. Or victims, they point fingers. Well, it's the economy where I live right now. Or it's the industry. It's going through a lot of commoditization and a lot of disruption. And if I was in a different industry, I'd be successful. Ultimately, we all know this. We create a reality. And even in the most difficult and most competitive of industries, there are people who are playing at world class, who are doing really well. Why? Because they have a different approach, because they are doing different things. And fundamentally, they're not behaving like victims, blaming and complaining and being toxic and wasting time and living in the past. They're showing up like leaders. So be a leader in all that you do today. And I want to get you right to the tool I promised to share with you that will help you pivot when you stumble. And like I say, it's called the WTOH tool, which simply means this: when you fall, when something doesn't work out during your day and you get discouraged, you lose your fire, ask yourself this question: what's the opportunity here? That's what WTOH stands for. What's the opportunity here? What I've realized is when things don't work out, the victim says, oh, boo-hoo, poor me. They get stuck in sadness or anger or regret. And some of them spend the rest of their life in that state. What the leader does is this: you feel the pain. You notice the disappointment. You never want to suppress that. That would build up the toxic emotions within you. So feel the disappointment. If it's, you forgot your keys somewhere, you lost your wallet, you missed a train, you missed a meeting, you lost a sale, or maybe it's something heavier. You just got your heart broken. You just lost your job. You just got some negative news from your doctor at your annual checkup. I mean, that's one of the things that happens in life. We all face very hard times. When those things happen, feel the emotion. Do not suppress it, because the quickest way out of the painful or sad emotions is straight in. But here's the real key. Ask yourself, what's the opportunity here? How can I use this small or large negative event to grow? How can I use this situation to give me more wisdom, to give me more acumen, to make me more experienced? How can I use this situation to strengthen me and fortify me? How can I use this situation to become more authentic and more real? Because it's the difficult things in life that crack open our social mask and allow us to be more real and more authentic. How can I use this situation to build my relatability so I'm more relatable to human beings? And ultimately, how can I use this situation as fuel to make my life even better? And so the WTOH tool is a very powerful tool, but like any other tool, it gets better with use. No idea that I ever share with you in these episodes of the Mastery Sessions will ever work unless you do the work. And I'm not saying try it once. I'm not saying try it 20 times. I'm saying practice it over and over and over until you saying to yourself, what's the opportunity here in the midst of adversity becomes your default. And that's how the pros do it. Let me wrap up this episode with 4 quick other tactics to help you pivot when something doesn't go well in your day. The first one is move. So you don't get the big sale, feel the disappointment. Maybe it's anger. You feel a little bit of anger. So feel it versus expressing it. But get up and move. Go for a run. Go for a workout. I love just going for a nature walk. It could be a walk around the block, but as you get the blood flowing, oxygen moving through you, serotonin and dopamine and norepinephrine, cortisol, the fear hormone's going to get lower. I mean, this is just the neurobiology of mastery that'll come to you just by moving. Secondly, negative visualization. You've probably heard about positive visualization. See yourself as the way you want to perform. What I'm suggesting to you is just take 5 minutes and run a mental picture of how bad it could be. So let's say you lose the sale. Let's say you had some gear to bring and you're in the audio visual field and you forgot to bring a piece of gear or something like that and you're feeling frustrated because you're a world-class player and you don't want to disappoint anyone. Well, feel that disappointment, but then here's the thing. Ask yourself, in terms of a negative visualization, how could this be worse? Oh, well, someone could have been ill. You can ask yourself this question, has anyone died here? You can ask yourself this question, will this matter a month from now? You can ask yourself, are there people on the planet that have it much worse than me today? That is a powerful negative visualization to allow you to get this keyword, which is perspective, which makes you feel better. And then finally, self-forgive. We are so hard on ourselves. Ultimately, life is a very short ride. If you make a mistake, if you stumble, to err is human, to forgive is divine. Learn how to forgive yourself. No one's perfect. We all make mistakes. Learning to self-forgive, learning to say, I made this mistake, maybe in the past, maybe yesterday, maybe today, but I'll learn from it. We all make mistakes. Every single person does the best that we can do based on where we are on our life's journey. And as you know better, you can do better, to use the words of Maya Angelou. So I hope this episode on how to pivot from when you fall and stumble will help you personally, professionally, spiritually, physically, etc. And I want to thank you so much for being with me in this episode. Here is your homework, and it's powerful. If you really want to take this episode and lock and load and deepen it so you get benefits in terms of your performance, here's what I'd like you to do, or what I challenge you to do over the next 24 hours. Forget 24 hours. Why am I saying 24 hours? Over the next 5 minutes, share this episode with 3 friends that you want to encourage and that you want to help. And what it's going to do is this. You're going to share the information with 3 people you care about, which is a great gift to them. But then I want you to start a conversation with them. And I want you to talk about, what did you learn in the episode? You see, there are a lot of people who play at superficiality. I want you to go deep. What did you learn? How can you live it? What are you going to do tomorrow? And start the conversation with your 3 friends about the best information you've learned in this episode, because teacher learns the most. Secondly, a lot of people say, Robin, tell us more about your live events. We'd love to hear you live. we don't know about the information, I do 2 live events every year, Personal Mastery Academy, and then my 4-day flagship event, the Titan Summit. And that's widely considered one of the highest level events in the world right now for empire builders and history creators. If you're interested, I'd love to help you. Just go over to robinsharma.com. Again, robinsharma.com. And then finally, there's a lot of buzz around the world right now about Robin Sharma Nation. I finally decided to coach people online every month. So it's a group coaching program where I deliver world-class information on creativity, productivity, dominating your industry, and living a life that is meaningful and happy and healthy and that serves the world. And so if you're ready or interested in me being your coach online every month, so you literally play in the rare air of your highest potential, then you can go over to robinsharmanation.com, robinsharmanation.com, and you can see all of the information to see if it fits for you. Okay? So again, more than anything else, I wish you all green lights, and I'll see you in the next episode. Hi, this is Robin Sharma. I hope you received great value from this mastery session. If you'd like to receive potent training videos, blog posts, learning tools, and information on my 2 live events, Personal Mastery Academy and my flagship 4-day experience, the Titan Summit, go ahead and visit robinsharma.com.